is fighting, you run, and you do not stop. For anything.
Fine, but you're carrying it yourself.
Best be on my way.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious.
You, not a step closer.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul. Mind him!
He's with the Absolute. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin. We know that all too well, sir, but...
We're looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost. You! Brenna! Kill him!
Dance macabre. This should work.
Let's end this. No time like the present.
Let me recite their demise.
What should I do? On I go.
If not over, then through.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
You're handsome.
Have a drink.
I am.
I'm fine.
Loosen up.
No,
Nicker
no.
on. And Albert.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot. Always makes my day better.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine. I'm just looking for a little more excitement, a little more fun. Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone. You know, we could always make our own entertainment, darling. Get a little closer, so to speak. All right, but don't take too long. You're not the only tasty morsel around here.
Come on, Alfie, make it spicy.
All right. Hearts a quiver. Raised our bows.
None of that poetic stuff. Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a...
Ah, my God! Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my... I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns. Pain shoots through your body as the needle...
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice...
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap.
Do you feel that? Ah! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just...
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat!
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Oh, fantastic! That squint does wonders for your gravitas, in my humble opinion. Though, perhaps there's... Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here? Terribly sorry, my... Ta.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. Karlak, the creature from hell, will still... They aren't ready to get on the road on their own. You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars and I'll... Still...
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'm sure there are. You strike, but there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. Go on, enjoy it.
You have no idea. The singing...
Thank you.
I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak.
I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wish to show you. A lesson. And trust me when I... However, it's something best experienced in more... intimate surrounds. Once the revelry is ended, and the stillness of the... For now...
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important. Correct. No. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling, there is little else to explain. A matter of coin. Such is life. Outrage, then I shall wait here patiently until...
Live a little.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits.
I saw you with Gale. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? I won't keep you long. I gather you've already made plans with someone for your evening.
Shadowheart says nothing, but the glimmer of interest in her eyes is unmistakable.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Spill my pint.
What's in here?
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into... Yet, they could not match your... A pity for us you have promised your body to Gale. I've no doubt he's as seductive as he is succinct. Vlaakith demands of me no... If only I might lay claim to my proper trophy. Come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself. Will looks particularly tempting.
No more. I can't afford to lose any more of them.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling... But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. You're braver than half this camp.
Have a laugh. Make some...
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
You're handsome.
You're dreadful.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as your hand was sought by several. Whose company will you seek? At least for tonight. Your heart skips a beat. What?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Very practical. We could have toasted to that every night so far. Here's to many more. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Sounds like you just need a little more liquid inspiration. There's still plenty of wine. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? Oh, I'm perfectly fine. But the mood... Anyway, thank you for tonight. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. Let's head back.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Tower. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Wait. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through it. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the... From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aridin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanas guide us. Oakfather's blessings to you. Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the Grove was too comfortable. I'll miss my books. But I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand. Is that so? Well, nature does abhor what... I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid. Francesca, precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outside... This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a choke. Those who remained are Shadowcut. We have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend in its blighted, precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. There's also the Shadow Curse. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thormund, Dark Justiciars years ago. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection. Well, what Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I studied the Shadow Curse for years. But to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach it, perhaps. But put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Precisely. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature, and forces you to be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Like, I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oakfather's creations. With such stimulating company? There are few things that are too strong for me in other circumstances. I would have done the same. Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past.
Welcome to the League of the... Not to minimize the pain of Volo. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man. He brings to mind a story, an old fairy tale my father read to. A farmer made a deal, the farmer's dearest fruit. Naturally, we can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think? Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer. No matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great. That's because he'll then require more. You might think you'd give up, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything. Make some room, and I'm all...
Is that blood? No, never mind. We get along quite well, I think.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. We all have our burdens, one way or the other. How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime.
Breathe deep and move.
You wish to speak? With such stimulating company?
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. That's the spirit.
The pride of the gate.
Checking things out.
Never a dull moment. Don't waste a step. Always a pleasure.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. Why do you insist? I was a slave. Perhaps I still am. I was never... But now, I've been conveniently lost. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. They're obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn? Trust me, it doesn't happen. I've already apologized. Unless you're looking for another nibble. No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead. As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already. Yes? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I guess I'll spend my evenings It sounds awful.
The Githyanki roughly translates. His confidence is an asset. It is done. examining.
No one's stopped me yet. Anything of use? Let's see.
All's well, I hope. No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, but if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
Shouldn't I use that?
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Lunar statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honor, even for the likes of her.
Thing
Feel
worthy
that?
of its contents easily.
Magic. A spell sealed that chest tight.
Sharp as ever.
defender of the people.
Got to press on.
Looks like a shrine to Saluna over there.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Feel that? Magic. A spell sealed that chest tight.
Fading fast. I must heal.